Welcome to the Devilfruit Podcast. My name is Jacob.
My name is Joe.
And I'm Ethan. And we just watched Black Lagoon, baby.
Black Lagoon.
First one of season 3. We're going to start doing just a little summary of the show we watched. In case you need a refresher. Maybe you watched this back when it came out in, when was that? 2006. Jeez, it's kind of annoying.
That's like a long time, and it's aggravating to say that that's a long time.
Yeah.
But it is.
Dang,
So this one came out of Genuine Entertainment, I think is how you say it. We watched the first season. It's 12 episodes.
Yes.
And the quick, brief summary I'll give, because Funimation decided to put this, like, they got really weird with the description, where maybe I should just read it because of that.
You know what? Go for it. What does Funimation have to say about Black Lagoon?
So, Rakuro's mundane trip to Southeast Asia turns from pleasure cruise to festival of pain. When modern-day pirates take him hostage. Do we agree with that?
I
a festival of pain?
I guess. I mean, that's basically what happens. It's just...
He does get hurt.
Man, whoever's working at the Funimation office that's putting in those descriptions, you keep going, man, or woman. I don't know. Whoever you are, person, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Maybe
it's
AI.
a fucking algorithm. Who fucking knows?
Maybe it's AI. You know?
We'll never know.
I
But
hope
whatever,
so.
you know what? Festival of Pain, good on you. A+.
Festival of pain. For
Festival
them,
of
getting
pain.
shot at while smuggling drugs, guns, and stolen goods is part of a typical day at work. And Rakuro is joining the team. So that's our description.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
That's fair. And then adventures ensue, basically.
Yeah, holy
on the
shit.
wrong side of the law.
Wrong side of the law.
There's also a
Outlaws
season
even,
2.
you could say.
And apparently 5 OVA episodes, which
There's still quite a bit of content that we did not get into. And you can tell that it's like a continued thing because, man, this show didn't like end, you know?
Oh, no, yeah. Season 1 definitely ended
just like...
So you're going to watch the next one, right?
Yeah.
It's
Definitely not one of those where they tried to like at least give it like a little close and shut kind of thing. This show's definitely, because Joe and I were talking about it a little bit. The show's like episodic. It's very much not a like huge overarching plot that's leading to something. It's kind of just you go on their wacky adventures, but instead of it being wacky, it's just really, really edgy at all times. And
before
liked it.
Before we get into the meat of it, we got to do the Devilfruit Diaries.
Oh,
sure.
I was so ready to talk.
That's our teaser for it.
Fuck.
Just gotta
and now,
wet
after
the
this
lips.
ad break...
Hey you, it's Devilfruit, coming at you from the ones and twos. No Gallic guns, 3 happy dudes. Ethan, Jacob, Joe. Devilfruit Diary. This is the podcast inside a podcast.
Yeah.
Where we go around and we give our hot gossip on the ins and outs of anime.
Right.
What we've been into lately.
Yeah.
The hot gossip. Yeah. I've heard, Joe, that Ethan was talking shit behind your back.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn. Was he talking to you? Was that like... No, anyway. All right.
I'm neutral.
I know.
Have we been watching or reading anything recently?
I've been watching.
What you been watching, Joe?
Joe's been watching.
Give us your quick
I've
rundown.
been watching. I watched a little bit into My Heroes season 4. No. What did I say I was on? Season 5? Fuck.
4.
So I'm just gonna say season 4.
Yeah.
I think season 4.
Yeah. So I watched a little bit of season 4, and then I'm gonna be honest, I was like, I'm not feeling it.
You need to start from the beginning. You literally, I'm so upset with you in general over My Hero.
I know.
You just
but
don't, you don't get it.
Yeah. One of my few S tiers.
I wasn't feeling it, and so I went to Fire Force, started season 2, and I'm about halfway through season 2 of Fire Force. It's they introduced some cool things. They got some progressions for characters that I really like, and it's getting interesting. I like it.
I love that you can't talk about it at all because we haven't seen it.
I am choosing my words very carefully. And then I think I watched one night after work. I got home late, or no, it was after like school or something. I was home really late, and I was like, I want to watch something mindless. And I found, I think it was on Amazon Prime, there was this anime about like a deep sea diving school kind of a thing.
Really?
And like it was so mindless. Like it was like a romance comedy type thing where for whatever reason the guys who were in this club for like deep sea diving were just like constantly naked.
A normal club to be had
no,
at a school.
Like they're like at a bar at one point, and
wait, they're old enough to drink?
No, and that's one thing I liked about that show was like they were very on the nose about like they had like big letters pop up on the screen and be like, for the purposes of airing on TV, all of these characters are above the average high school age.
Oh my god!
And like, so like it was very like they knew what they were doing, and I liked that a lot. But then like in this public place, they would just like be naked and like all the guys and stuff. And then our main character is new to the area and he's not sure how to handle all this. And then his crush walks in, sees him with these people, and is like, "You're trash too." And he's like, "No."
It was funny. You don't remember what it's called?
I have no idea what it was called.
It was in one ear and out the other on that one.
Oh yeah, I did not care. I watched like 2 episodes, and then I was like, I need to go to bed. I was like, I'm fine. But it was at points like the blunt comedy I thought was pretty funny. And it's such a unique concept. I'm sure somebody listening is going to be like, "Oh, it's this show."
Yeah,
because like I guarantee there's not another one like that. That's what I've been up to.
Man,
Joe's Diary.
That's my Devilfruit.
We got a peek inside.
Peek inside. I didn't watch anything like at all. Like I don't. Can I bring up Western shows? I don't feel like that's. Is that on?
Have you been reading any more of the? Have you read any more of the tunes?
Oh, dude, I read manhwas all the fucking time. What you reading there? This is my time. This is my time to get on my soapbox and to try to push this stuff on you for the umpteenth time again. Where's my fucking phone? Okay. There are just certain ones that need to be read, and I'm upset that I have brought them up so many times.
Where are you reading these?
On Webtoons.
Oh, okay.
Webtoons. It is an app that you can download for free, and then you can read for free as well. And the only thing that is money related on Webtoons is if you want to, like, read episodes that haven't been posted yet, or some series are locked behind paywalls and you can only read like 1 or 2 a day, and then you can pay money to like unlock it. But either way, you can just read everything for free if you're patient.
Okay.
But a lot of shows, a lot of these manhwas are totally free, and you can just read them all the way up until like the last posted one, and then you just wait for one to come out. So there's a lot of good stuff. This is obviously the same place where like God of High School came from. This is the same place where I'm trying to remember the names of the other ones that got made into shows. Noblesse got made into a show, and
Tower
of God,
Tower of God, and Tower of God, which God of High School, the anime was
fast.
It looked great.
It looked good.
Yeah.
It could have been better. If you read the manhwa, the manhwa is a lot better. So that's an appeal. Tower of God's pretty good. I actually like the anime more personally, but still, it's cool that it came from webtoons. What should you guys be reading? You ask.
I'm wondering.
Okay. How about Windbreaker? I've told you guys this on multiple occasions. Windbreaker is about a bunch of kids that race bicycles, and they do like crazy bicycle street racing.
Cool.
And it's fucking incredible.
Okay.
The art is super good. The way that the plot has been progressing has been really good. All the characters are cool. It's a good fucking manhwa, and I recommend it wholly and entirely. And I'm currently caught up on episode or chapter, whatever you want to say, 358. So there's plenty to read for free, by the way. Again, you can just start from the beginning and read it all the way up till then. There's also stuff like Weak Hero. That's about a bunch of kids that fight. And it's crazy because they're like kind of gangs. It's kind of like Revengers a little bit, sort of similar in that vibe. Why am I getting a call from my mother right now?
Wow.
This is not going well.
Hi, Jacob's mom. We're talking about manhwa.
Screw it. You should pick up the phone.
Yeah, let me. You can pause this, or I guess you could put it in if you want. I don't.
I'm not going to stop recording.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Am I interrupting a podcast?
Yeah, no, we're recording right now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. I kind of felt like I might.
Yep. No problem, Mom. Love you too. All right. Bye.
I love her.
It was
The
my mother's
Devilfruit
birthday.
Podcast, where all your dreams come true.
It was my mother's birthday on the 2nd, so that's why she was saying.
Oh.
I got her a bouquet of flowers and Starbucks money.
Mm,
Love that.
that's
So,
sweet.
It's Kat's mom's birthday today.
Oh.
We're taking
it's
her out to an Italian dinner.
Is this the mom episode?
This is, well, hold on.
You took it there. You took it there.
That's a different
That was
episode.
all Joe. That's all Joe right there.
That's Devilfruit After Dark.
Ethan, what have you been watching recently?
Hey Ethan, you should really make a top 10 list on top 10 anime moms.
Absolutely not. And we all know who the top one is.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
it's from
all
Gundam Bill Fighters.
Gundam Build Fighters.
All right.
So what now? My section's just over now
Oh no,
because
I'm
my
sorry.
mom fucking called.
Well, yeah, she did upstage you a little bit.
Windbreaker
The listeners want to know.
and the weak fighters.
Weak Hero.
Shit.
It's about this kid who's like he's like a super like weak nerdy type, but he learned how to fight super dirty, so he beats people up super good.
Damn.
It's very
Sounds
brutal.
cool.
Good comic though. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. Again, a lot of interweaving, tons of different characters doing different things, and it's all hooking together. There's also another one called Lookism. It's very similar. Also just crazy good action. Art's really good. Just like that kind of stuff. Really killer. And the last one I'm going to recommend is called The Boxer. And that's like,
Oh, you've told me about that one.
The Boxer is incredible. It's got this like perfect way of pushing through the plot where your protagonist is actually the villain, and you get to watch him get molded into like the monster that he becomes as he like goes from match to match. And it's crazy. It's like the setup on it's so crazy because like you're seeing him get worse and worse. And then every single time that you think like the person he's fighting against is going to be like a shitty person, they give you their backstory and make you care about them just so that they lose. Like, it's nuts. It's so good how it builds and builds and builds, and it goes into this. Right now, it's hitting this like incredible climax. And I could not recommend it enough. It's incredible. It's super interesting. So yeah, those are the ones I would recommend. And I haven't watched jack shit, so that's about it.
A look inside Jacob's diary. Love that. I've also been reading mostly.
Okay.
I subscribe to Shonen Jump's app. It's $2 a month. I don't know if I've gone on here and talked about that yet.
You've at least told us about it.
So I've just surpassed. I've read issue 230 of My Hero. So I've just passed where they ended with season 5 in the anime. It's my first time I've ever been past the anime in a manga, and it's horrifying to me. I'm horrified that I'm gonna like get to a part where I'm like, man, that would have been way cooler to just wait for in the anime. That's like my fear.
Yeah.
But there's no way I'm stopping now, so I'm deep in it.
Dude, I just got spoiled by somebody online who posted like a snapshot of like one of the Dragon Ball Super
Yeah, see, that's
pieces
another
coming
one.
up, and I'm so pissed. Like, I'm actually pissed.
But
Like,
yeah,
normally, because I've already been spoiled about like what some villains look like, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I was growing up and I already knew what Majin Buu looked like before I even finished like the first season of Dragon Ball Z. So like, I was like, okay, I can survive this. But then I like literally yesterday I saw a picture of like actual frames during one of the fights, and I was so mad. I was like, what asshole
I would be pissed.
is out here actually doing that? Because this whole thing was like, when this gets animated, it's gonna break the internet. And I was like, screw you, bro. Like, yeah, it will. I guarantee it's gonna be awesome. Did I want to know about it yet? No. like, oh my gosh.
dude, that's like I had one of the guys I worked with spoil the big moment in Attack on Titan before I got to see it.
That sucks.
He like laid it all out where he was like, "This is the secret," and I was like, "What? That's the secret?" And then I went. So then when I actually went and watched it, and I got to the point when the secret is revealed, I just went, "Yeah," and that was the only reaction I had.
Well,
Yeah.
let me continue on. I'm only like 100 issues from catching up on that. So I've decided I'm going to try this My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Have we heard of this? It's like a
No.
prequel.
I have heard about
I think
this.
he goes to school with...
One of my old bosses was telling me about that, actually.
Yeah, he's like in school with Eraserhead when they're going to UA and stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
And
that.
A really weak kid sounds really similar to what you were describing, actually, Jacob, where he's like uses gimmicks to like get through fights.
Talking about All Might.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably read Jujutsu Kaisen after that. But yeah,
Fair.
this has been great. And then I'm also rewatching Tournament of Power, Dragon Ball Super, which is just
That's a good
like,
one.
if you enjoy action scenes in anime, man,
They
It's
made
hard to
it
beat.
look nice.
and
There's
it's just
some
episode after episode of
Beautiful.
great fights.
Beautiful fights. But the no, I was about to talk about the details of it, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's got a great ending. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just gonna say yeah until we continue.
I like the Dragon Ball.
Dude, we'll get you there.
I still haven't watched a single episode of the video. It's just none.
Devilfruit Diaries. All right, so let's go into the things we liked about Black Lagoon. Let's send it back to Jacob. We're into the meats.
So I liked that. I feel like the show is like heavily inspired by very specific kind of like cheesy action movies sometimes. Like I like the moments where it just says, this is not going to make sense, but it's fucking cool, so we're going to do it anyways. Where like they do the scene where they fucking jump the torpedo boat and shoot the torpedo at the attack helicopter and shit like that.
Literally a moment I was thinking of when,
like,
yeah.
Like that took it into, I think, a better place for me, because otherwise, like, there's other stuff about it that was kind of holding me in a weird spot. But I liked that, like, when you got into some of the action stuff, when they really wanted to go for it, they just went for it. I think my favorite section is probably the one with the kidnapped heir and the nun.
For sure.
I think that her whole like Terminator chase scene was fucking incredible.
It was like nuts.
It's so much fun. Like, I just love that they even are like talking about it where they're like, how the fuck is she just not getting hurt? And just like, dude, she's a fucking robot, dude. I don't know. Like, and then like, as soon as they said that, she like drives the Mercedes off the roof and crashes into them and then fires guns out of the windshield as she's crashing the Mercedes into a store. Like, that kind of stuff I can get behind, because it's just like, fuck it, dude. Like, let's go. Just go nuts.
Yeah.
I also think, like, you know, the characters, like the main crew, they're all pretty interesting in their own way. I wish that the hacker guy was used a little more. He kind of fell off.
Benny.
He super fell off, Like, he fell off towards like the latter half of the show, which I wasn't super happy about, but I do really like Dutch. I think Dutch is a really cool character. And I like to see how they let like Rock kind of evolve into like his own zone in the crew.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold off on talking about Revy until we get past the stuff we like, because I'm a little on the fence.
Okay.
That's fair.
You want to go next or me, Ethan?
I can go. I agree with pretty much everything Jacob said. I'd say the last half of the show, like after episode 7 or 8, really whenever Roberta comes in, that's when I like really got engaged with it. And that
Roberta was fucking cool.
Yeah, the first half was just we can talk about that later, because that definitely was not my favorite part of it. But it was also interesting how it became like the Rock and Revy show in that second half.
Yeah, it did.
Which I think they kind of realized they needed that in some ways to kind of push those characters, because the other ones were really kind of grounded in who they already were. And those are the characters that needed to blossom into something else.
Yeah.
And I did really like where Rock ended up. You know, if you look at the contrast between him in the first episode and then him in the last one, where he was talking to the commander or lieutenant or whoever it is in that hut. And they're kind of doing their back and forth. He's like a completely different character than he was in the beginning, which I thought was cool.
I like to see him get calm.
Yeah,
like he could handle shit better.
Right. And I think that for the most part, like the action scenes were just pure entertainment, which is fun, and the show needed that for sure. What else did I like? I really liked how there were just a ton of like strong women who were just like, all the men were fearing them the entire time, which was just a fun dynamic.
I think the Russian mafia boss is like one of the coolest characters in a hot minute that I've seen. I think she's so fucking cool. Like her design, but then like every time she was on screen, I was just like, God, she's so fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
True that.
No, she was really cool for sure.
And then all the different cities they went to just had really stark contrasts with each other and felt like completely different worlds that they were going into.
mm,
And that was cool. I think that the pirating, when they were like truly pirating, was probably when I liked them the best. You know, on the ship, landing, going to their thing, coming back to the ship, like that all felt cool. And I think that would have been nice if they used that as more of a base throughout the show. Of, you know, this is where we
instead of like their apartment thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, I guess I'm imagining something like One Piece where they like are the pirates and they land on the thing and they have a mission and they kind of like,
yeah, they just live on the ship.
yeah, it's just, that feels more like pirates, and this feels more like criminals that happen to have a boat.
It did get there, yeah.
And I guess that's what pirates are. I mean, in reality nowadays, like that's just what it is. So I think I just was like hoping for more fantastical, and that I'm kind of also glad that didn't happen, because I don't know if it would have fit the tone of the show. But when I was going into it, just like, I can't wait to see pirates do pirate stuff and have like ship fights, shoot cannons.
Which we got some of that.
We did
There
get
was.
one
And
bit.
Those were like my favorite parts.
the
Which
beginning.
that scene when Revy's just taking out people single-handedly, and Dutch is all like, Revy, show them why they call you Two Hands.
Two Hands. That's such a bad name.
And I was like,
That's such a
what?
dumb name. That's
was like,
such
what?
a terrible name.
But then she comes up,
Because
takes
she
out her
uses two
pistols.
hands.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And then just takes them all out. I thought it was awesome. I loved that scene. Loved that scene. Anything else, Ethan? Or can you let me
No,
loose?
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So I liked this show.
All right.
I liked this show. I don't know if I liked this show a lot, but I definitely like, as soon as I saw the ship jump and fire a torpedo into a helicopter, I was like, okay, I understand exactly what this show is going to be, what this show wants to be at least, and I'm going to turn my brain into this part of enjoyment sort of thing, and then just go from there. And from that point on, I was kind of watching it like I would watch a James Bond movie. Where like I know there's an overarching plot, but like, do I really care? Nah. And then with that state of mind, I was just pleasantly surprised whenever the show tried to go deeper into characters and open up backstories and have dialogue where we're trying to search within ourselves what makes a good person or a bad person, or who's in the wrong in this situation, and like when they brought in Nazis, I was like, wow, all right.
Yeah, they were just like, here we go.
I was like, yeah, at that point, I was like, okay, this solidifies it. This is just like Indiana Jones. They just need a bad guy to have a bad guy, and they just chose Nazis.
They
and
just
I was
went
like,
for it.
I was like, that's fair. Cool. I don't like that's whatever. But then episode 7, when Revy and Rock have their big confrontation together at that like outdoor dining area, I was like, okay, no, yeah. I like
that scene a lot. I like that scene.
Oh my gosh.
I like that scene more than when they had the initial conversation in the submarine. I think the one where they were actually at the table was a lot better.
Well, yeah, but they needed I'm glad they didn't leave it at like this sore note that hangs around for the rest of the show, and it's just a sore note that neither of them will want to bring up. That they made it where it was like, no, this has to bubble up and this has to result in something, because Rock needed to progress, because his whole thing is changing who he was. He doesn't want to be who he used to be. And Revy's whole thing is she clearly has things in her past that she doesn't want to think about or doesn't want to have put in her face. Or she has her coping mechanisms and she likes her coping mechanisms and she doesn't want to be challenged. And here's Rock challenging her because he's trying to be different than he used to be. And I think it's awesome. And on top of that, she actually shot the gun.
Mhm.
The moment where she was like, "All right, you did what I told you not to do. I'm gonna shoot you." And he says, "Well, I guess you're gonna have to do it." And it wasn't like a tense moment, and then she decided not to. It was like, no. She shot the gun. Like,
Yeah, she shot the gun.
like,
yeah.
she was like, no, I'm gonna kill you. But luckily Rock, he was quick enough to divert it just a little bit. It grazed his head or whatever. And I was like, damn, all right. Like, I think this show did a really good job of keeping characters in line with who they actually are and not making people move too fast. In that kind of way, at least with those two. What else did I like? I really liked I really liked the bartender.
he got
that
he,
poor
man,
dude.
he having a bad time.
That poor
Yeah.
dude. That poor dude just out
He's
here
just
just
trying
trying
to
to own a
He's just
bar,
trying to,
man.
just trying to run a seedy bar. know?
He's just trying, and he's like in the middle of gunfights, trying to keep tabs of who he's gonna bill.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's great.
Yeah.
And I like how the show has shown different types of criminals. Like, there's people like at the church who had the front for their illegal organization, and then there was the guy who owns the club and is basically a pimp, right? And then there's the pirates, and then there's straight up Russian mafia, and then
Yep.
like it was just a whole gambit of like, this town is just the town of outlaws, and I think that they did a good job of representing like all different kinds there. I really like the action sequences. I really liked the fact that it's the type of show where I didn't have to think a lot, but if I wanted to, I could, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was a really fun casual watch for me. I also should note I watched it dubbed.
Yeah.
That's what yeah, we should probably say that at the beginning too, because this seems to be a reoccurring thing where we end up watching it in different ways. I watched it subbed.
Okay.
I watched it dubbed.
Okay. I watched it dubbed, and I really liked the dub. I recognize the voice of the dude who did Rock, but I couldn't tell you who it is. But I guarantee I've heard his voice before, and I think Revy too. But they had a good cast, I think, for the dub, and that definitely helped like my air of just casual watch. Like, I could flip it on at the end of the day and not try and just enjoy it.
Am I the only one that watches stuff subbed anymore? I feel like you guys like watch stuff dubbed most of the time now.
No, I watch Fire Force sub.
I think I do watch mostly dubs now. And it's really just because of the voice acting that we've been getting into with those interviews and stuff. Like, I don't know.
I think if there's a dub available, I try it most of the time.
Mm-hmm. There's some bad ones.
But yeah, so I mean, I flip flop. I'm not
Asian woman
I'm
at the
not pure.
end. The last 2 episodes was rough to listen to in the dub.
Oh well, I mean,
That was rough.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if
but
the
she
sub
was
was
supposed.
any better.
I don't know. I feel like she was supposed to kind of have broken English, right?
In the sub, she was not. I mean, I don't know if like the Japanese she was speaking was broken at all, but the translations that they had weren't really broken. She had like a air to her voice, but it wasn't like an air of like a bad accent. It was more just like she just really liked being like, I don't know, kind of like hoity-toity and cocky.
She was very proud. She was very, and I think she was like proud of where she came from and stuff. So she struck me as a character as somebody who wouldn't want to know English necessarily. Like, I don't know, that makes sense. But that's, I guess, without thinking about it, that's where I put it in my brain. But yeah, I could see how you would be like, That was rough because it was thick. It was thick in the dub for sure.
Oh, boy.
But that getaway driver though,
Dude, that
freaking
guy
hilarious.
was having a great time.
That dude actually like made me laugh. But anyway, yeah, those are all the things I liked. Moving into things we don't like.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, I think the show, and this, I genuinely believe that it is because it's a product of its time, being right up in that mid 2000s. I think it is overly edgy at points, like fairly consistently throughout. It's just a lot sometimes. You know, it's like it just the atmosphere that they kind of create. It's like they really just everything's just sex, drugs, and violence all the fucking time, and that's not necessarily bad. It's just a thing that I noticed.
Atmosphere,
right? But you can do that in a way that's not so incredibly edgy all the time. Everything out of Revy's mouth at points is like a fucking edgy action movie, like one-liner, and sometimes to me it came off a little much. Okay. It wasn't like a big deal. I just think that the tone is like a lot sometimes.
Sure.
But yeah, and Revy's a character that I feel conflicted about because I think she's, I don't know, like she's interesting, but then sometimes she's just so crass that I find her kind of annoying. And I just don't really know where to put her as far as how I feel. Like, I think I liked her at certain points, and then other points I didn't. Where other characters I just found more enjoyable on screen. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where any of my grief comes from, is a lot of that kind of stuff. Otherwise, like, I wasn't really bugged by too much. I think like it definitely had its it had its rises and dips in interest as far as like which story they were on. I think some of the stories were just a lot more interesting than others, or just more fun.
Sure.
Like I do think that the Battle Maid one's probably the best one. And then I think
Battle Maid.
Yeah, it's basically, right? And then I think the initial one when he was initially held hostage, when Rock was initially held hostage, I think that one's also very good. But then I thought that the Nazi one was okay.
Yeah. And
I thought that the final one with the insurgents was okay. And like I just was I don't know. I think that the two that I like had better bombastic climaxes, and that might be part of it. Where like I don't know. The Nazi one was just kind of weird to me. Like, and the fact that like the whole conversation and argument that like Rock and I'm forgetting your name suddenly.
Revy?
I literally said it like 15 minutes ago. Revy. The fact that like their whole argument starts because Rock doesn't like that she's stealing like shit off of Nazi soldier bodies.
Yeah.
And it's like, who cares? They're Nazis. Like, and I get that then it kind of creates a better conversation later. Because then it like...
But from his point of view, it's still a person.
Right, but they're really, really, really shitty people. So that have been dead for decades.
That's true.
Like
that's true.
Like
I had a hard time empathizing with him there too.
Yeah, okay. I have no empathy for him getting upset about her looting Nazi bodies. Like, I mean, they went into a perspective trying to talk about the difference between the SS and like the regular soldiers, and there's historical context to that. You know, there's a lot you could look at where, you know, the German army was just, you know, doing what they do, and not all of them fully believed in the Reich in the way that like an SS officer did. And that is like a legitimate thing to some degree. But at the end of the day, they fought for a horrible fascistic nation. So
Sure.
I just like my empathy levels are so low in that scenario for like, okay, she's like, and to me it also makes sense because it's like just like if you're fucking watching Indiana Jones or whatever, and he's going and stealing the fucking idol from inside of the Mayan temple or whatever. It's like, you know, why wouldn't you loot their fucking bodies? They're stuck in a submarine at the bottom of the ocean. They're not going anywhere. No one's gonna fucking pick up that stuff.
Sure.
Like, who gives a shit? So like that was like a hard one for me, but it only pulled me back once they had the conversation at the dinner table. That was the point for me when I kind of came back around to it. Because then he at least explained himself better, where I felt the way that he explained himself in the submarine was kind of weird. Like,
Well, yeah, he was just feeling conflicted.
right. And I just don't understand where his conflict comes from. And that's
Sure, okay.
and that's why I couldn't get into it. But when he came into the perspective of talking more about like ideals and talking about like, I just want us to be better, like as in like, you know, he wants to see himself and assumedly like that whole crew kind of have a moral standard to set or try to do these things in the criminal underworld for a positive cause to some degree. When he started talking about that, that kind of brought me back around to what he was trying to say more. And obviously she like hyper overreacted because of her experiences, and that's why like the whole thing kind of goes in that way. Because it's not like I'm 100% on her side either, per se. It's just like the stem of where it began to me was super weird. And
Sure,
I just had a hard
you just
time
didn't
with
connect to that one.
Just had a hard time with it. But yeah, I mean that's about where my issues were, you know, and it didn't like ruin it for me. It just like it definitely made some dead zones when I was watching it. But they were able to pick it back up. It wasn't like a big deal. I don't think it's going to make me look at the show negatively overall. Like I'm still kind of intrigued by it, and I wouldn't, you know, I don't know. There's still more content, so
Yeah.
Ethan.
I've been trying to think of like I had a hard time getting into the show, and I was trying to think of why that was exactly to articulate it. And I think like if you think about shows that came out at this time or movies, like what would have been popular would have been like the first Ocean's movies and Mission Impossible and the Bournes, right? For thinking of like these are for the most part objectively bad people that are playing the protagonists and like criminals, murderers, and then the charm that those movies have, I feel like this show only had in like fleeting moments or in certain episodes, like the episodes where they clearly had someone who they were taking down or fighting against that also had a like very clear motive, like the maid, for example. That was fun, I think, because she wanted the kid, they had the kid. I don't know why they had the kid. I honestly could not tell you why they had the kid, but they had the kid. And that was fun because you could kind of root for either side and you're just having fun. Whereas like the beginning, I had a hard time deciding who the villain was and who I should be rooting for because everyone's just bad people. Right. And no one really had the charisma yet or the charm. I think Dutch did, honestly. I think Dutch had like that kind of George Clooney, I'm a bad guy, but I know who I am and my values are my own, like vibe consistent through the whole time. Benny kind of did too, I suppose. But the idea that it's kind of like a fuck the patriarchy, I'm ditching the 9 to 5 to join this band of criminals for an adventure, that charm could have been there. And then that would have had the Indiana Jones, like, or even like think of like Pirates of the Caribbean where he's hopping on the ship and it's going to be a wild ride, like taking that momentum of like, it's going to be an adventure. But there was so much just like, there was no clear objective. And that's the downside of going like episodic with something like this, not having a overarching villain that's going to just like be sending its goons out, and they're just going to be slowly like knocking down these walls and figuring out the plot. And I think that this show could have benefited from that. I do get what you were saying, Joe, and when you said like they showed all these different kinds of criminals, that's true. But what I wish they would have done is at least pick one for an episode and be like, here's our villain, here's what they're doing, here's why we're trying to take them down, and here's who's paying us to do it. Like, if that had all been laid out every episode, I could have been like, okay, I understand their motives. I understand who I'm rooting for. And I understand, like, where it's going. Are they making money? Who's paying them? Like, the church thing was super interesting. I was like, I want to know more about this church.
Yeah.
But we got them for like 30 seconds. They're like, all right, we're on to the next one.
Well, I think the whole... No, sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, yeah. All I'm saying is I think that they created these great ideas that didn't spend enough time with and flesh out, when it could have really benefited from just choosing like 6 of these criminals and really letting them grow along with the team to kind of have more unity and room to explore the implications of what they're doing.
Right, and the only reoccurring like faction that we really get to see is the Russian mafia, and I don't really think anybody else really like appears more than once, or just in fleeting moments.
Right, but even then, I don't know if I'm supposed to like root for them. Like, are they people that I like want this team to be around? I have no idea.
And I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
I think like the whole...
Then why I get that.
Because it's a mystery. We're figuring out who's the friend and who's the bad guy. Well, the audience is in the point of view as Rock. Everything's new. We don't even know anything about really the crew members. That's like everybody. Everybody's cheating on everybody. Everybody's like finding the best way up to help themselves. And they all have them. The one thing that everybody shares is there's kind of a dog-eat-dog world, and they all understand that. So there's probably going to be a point in the future where like the crew members are going to have a conflict within themselves, probably, if not already. We did see it on the Nazi ship when Dutch almost had to fight Revy. And it became very clear that he was like, if I have to do this, I'm gonna take you down. Like nobody is really out to help anybody until Revy finally actually went and helped Rock at the end of this season.
True.
And remember
that was a big
at the
difference.
beginning when Revy even told Rock, she was like, if you get kidnapped, you're gonna die. Like, I'm not gonna save you. But then the show progresses and everything goes, and Revy actually comes back and purposefully saves Rock when she knew that she had the document. Rock had nothing. And so in that way, there's the whole thing is progressing toward caring about somebody else. Everybody is all out for themselves, and it's a progression towards caring, opening up, becoming at peace with your past so that you can then move forward. I think it's you're not supposed to know who the bad guy is, because just like the real world, everybody out there has their own agenda. Really, honestly, there is no one bad guy. It's more of a representation of a more realistic world than a fantastical world where we know who the villain is, we know who the hero is, and we know blah, blah, blah. I think in that way, that's one of the things that I really liked about the show. But then they threw in the fantastical nature of like James Bond action sequences. And in that way, it's a fun action show that we don't really have to think about it. But then if we want to, we can dive in and talk about how it's a show of human growth and progression. and coming to ease with the past, and recognizing, and I'm going to say something here, and with the Nazis, there's supposed to be people that we are not supposed to care about, but Rock did. He understood that they were still human, and they had a family, and there's some semblance of honor that should be taken with at least some kind of respect, that they're human. We're all human. Everybody does bad things in their past, and I think that that's the one uh, thing that I clung onto in my head, that was like, okay, that's why they brought up Nazis, because they're supposed to be like the epitome of like, there is no excuse, like we cannot look at them as human. And this whole show, I think, is testing the audience to question themselves of what is okay, what's bad, what's something that we can try to go past, and what's something that we can reconcile with. I got a bit more emotional about that right now than I thought I would ever. But no, yeah, it's I think that the fact that there is no one clear villain, I guess, is what I'm saying, is exactly what the show's trying to do, and I think they do it effectively. Because I mean, even Ethan pointed it out as something that he clearly noticed and didn't like. So I guess that's just two different flavors of tea.
Yeah,
I
I don't disagree with anything that you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I need to say things that I don't like.
Yeah. If
Well,
they're
I guess you haven't yet. Yeah. I guess.
I think like Jacob and Ethan, about how you both have said, I think there were definitely like waves of where I was more into it and out of it than others. There were points in the last segment with like the uprising and like the whole military thing where I legitimately lost track of like what the
That one
actual
was a tough
details. Like there were points where I was like, okay, they're trying to like over explain things almost, and in doing that they lost me. Like I still, like, I rewatched the last episode and I'm still like, I don't know exactly who this guy is, like, at all. I don't understand. Is he a bounty hunter? Is he like a or
No.
like a mercenary? I mean, like, is he like a military man for hire? Like all he
I
says at
think-
the very
no, I-
end is like, he's like, my one job is to be an enemy of the state, and walks away. I'm like,
yeah, no, I think
like-
he's a. I think he was like a local. I think he was a local. Well,
militia.
no, like essentially described as a terrorist by like Japan,
Right.
And that's
Yeah,
the thing.
Rock
So
was
I
like,
think he
you were kicked out.
Yeah, so I think he like. I think what they were trying to describe is that he had just like created some kind of like, not really even an uprising initially, but just like a protest that transformed into a riot. And but I think the problem with that was they didn't really describe his specific ideals that he was fighting against, that like he didn't like in those specific things. Like, I mean, I guess you can kind of allude a little bit if the whole thing is that they're fighting against the United States, so they're just trying to fight against like they're trying to fight against like the United States inserting itself into different regions and causing havoc, and that kind of stuff is kind of what they were pointing towards as far as like what that specific militia was doing. Because they were creating like different terrorist events to then like build up into a big like insurgency against the United States, I guess. But it was not very clear.
That was the problem I had with the villains, man. The villains, they're all villains. But like the stuff that they were inserting themselves into to get the character growth that Joe just talked about, which was effective, they did not need to make this other side of it so complicated
Yeah.
That one in particular, I 100% agree. That one was just like a lot. It was a
There-
little too much to understand.
They
There
just
was a
seem to
lot.
jump into the middle of a lot of this like political stuff.
There was so many side stories going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
and
genuinely
yeah,
like
that's
can't.
fair.
Yeah, the I
Yeah.
agree with you, Joe. Like that's like my best guess, but
Yeah.
I still don't fully comprehend what that guy was doing or did before or is going to continue to do.
Right. And something like there's another character like that, and to validate again what Ethan was saying was another guy was Mr. Chang. Like he was their employer at certain points. So I think it's kind of a job by job basis.
Yeah, like
But
they just
I
take
also-
on jobs.
But I also don't know, like, is he a mob boss? Is he just
I think they said it in like a throwaway line.
yeah. But
But you're talking
yeah.
about that was the guy in the early episodes, right?
He
not the
was
later
involved
guy?
in the he was
And he
involved
came
with the
back.
early episodes, but he also came back at the end because
Was he the guy
like
with the
gave them
was he
the
the guy-
password
So you're talking about the fucking the
at the
the guy
beginning of
the guy that looks like he's in the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Um,
shows up to their apartment place and then it gets like shot up and he helps them there.
No, they said he was he's a leader of the
He's
triad.
a leader of something.
The triad,
Yeah.
which is Chinese mafia.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So yeah, that was I think like the best way to explain it was like
But they did just
We're
kind
playing-
of appear.
yeah, like we're playing an RPG and there's so many side stories happening at once and we're just
you
kind of
don't have
bouncing
the-
between them.
Yeah, you don't have the time of the video game to actually like complete
Yeah.
the side quests.
Like
You're
I
just
can't
kind
yeah.
of flying.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
kind of just running through it. We're not pausing to read any of like the
Right.
books we find and pick
Yeah.
up all the clues. So I guess
Yeah,
that's
'cause-
kind of yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, I think that plays into that. I think that the two stronger ones were the first one and the third one because it was super clear what
Yeah.
was happening that was getting them in the situation in the first place. The
That's
first
fair.
one was the fucking, that the company had
Trying to
dirty
kill him.
information and they were trying
Yeah.
to kill him to get back that info. And then the third one was that they had this kid and
Kid.
and then she was on a fucking rampage to get the kid back. So
Yeah.
it's like a little more straightforward to
Mhm.
Yeah.
grasp the thing that they're running into. Because I like the
Right.
fact that they're just running into shit. I think that makes sense because
Constantly.
they're just trying to run jobs, make their fucking money, do whatever they want, but then they're just running into these bad scenarios. I guess the Nazi one was also it made sense what was happening.
It just wasn't
Um,
like
It just
strong.
wasn't.
I did like
yeah,
at the end how
that
it was
wasn't
revealed
the painting.
that it was but it was the
Yeah.
one guy who hired both of them.
Yeah.
And I was like that's badass.
Yeah,
I
he's
was like,
tested their metal. Well,
I was
because
like, damn.
at first I was like, because it was kind of interesting how like for a hot second there, it was like the whole neo-Nazi ship was just like a weird just like a bunch of bumbling buffoons just like showing
Yeah.
up like over
Yeah.
nothing. Like
Yeah.
and they're like, no, dude, this painting's super important because of Nazi lore, and it's like, okay,
it almost reminded me of the Red Ribbon Army and Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
How they kind of paint them out to be like bumbling buffoons a little bit
right.
until like near the end of Dragon Ball, there's like this one Red Ribbon Army dude who's like really full of himself and he's a pretty boy. He kind of gets serious, but
That's kind of an allusion to Nazis, isn't it?
oh, totally.
Red Ribbon.
Like
Oh,
100%.
like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Because
They
it's got that whole
like,
thing to it.
They got tan military uniforms and all that.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like how they allude to that in Gundam with the
Sure,
fucking with the Zaku
for sure.
models because they
Everybody-
literally look like fucking guys that wear those big gas masks. That's like the whole thing. That's why the helmets are designed
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yeah, but yeah.
Should we do our final thoughts?
Yeah, it sounds like final thoughts are show is intriguing, maybe a bit controversial, plays to different opinions. Like
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
kind of like the feeling I'm getting from the way we've talked about it. And that's kind of why I was intrigued to see what we were all thinking about it. Cause like, it's kind of, yeah.
Hop in ratings.
I'm somebody, you guys go first. I need to look at it again because
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Joe, do you want to go
flip a
first?
coin, Ethan? Okay. I'll go first. I was thinking about it a lot, and I bounced around. One thing I never said is I like the ending song a lot. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's-
cool. I think that's really cool.
It's really
Contrast.
sad.
It's a really cool contrast, but then it builds up at the end, and it's like a weird drum line, and it pops back around, and I think it's so good. I think it fits in a way, and it adds another dimension that just kind of again reminds me of 007 with how at the beginning of those movies they always start with a super somber like ballad type thing, and then go into the action.
Right.
And I think it's good. It's good. I like it for a couple of reasons. But yeah. So over the course of this podcast, I mean, clearly I did like it, but I don't think that I would put it near something like it's not something that I'll go out of my way to rave about. Um I think it's a fun watch. I think that again, like I said, it's if you want to shut your brain off and just watch some cool action sequences, it's a good one for that. But if you want to also ask questions and dive into it a little bit more about what possible meanings there are and whatnot, you can also do that if you want. So I'm gonna put this at a solid B.
Sure.
Depending on how yeah, I'll say solid B with potential to become a B plus
Are you gonna watch the second season?
eventually. I mean, I don't know if I'll like dive in immediately. All honesty, I'll probably watch whatever we watch next for the show next. So, but yeah, no, I definitely would because I have been wanting to watch this show for a long time. Because I told you guys, like I
'Cause,
saw
yeah.
it, I saw it as a trailer in one of those DBZ things that I have, and I've
Well, and I
always
think
been
it's-
like, it looks awesome, and the animation is amazing.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
It's
dang good.
good.
Yeah.
It's good. Like you could tell the era that it was animated in, but the fluidity of certain moments and the you can tell like there's a reason it stands up to time. I think it's fantastic. That front is the animation is I think a no doubt.
And I think it's one that this is a show that people talk about. So that's why
yeah,
it's an interesting one to dive into.
I think it's fantastic. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and you could take it multiple ways, and it's a good casual B, solid B.
All right. You want me to go next, Jacob?
Yeah, sure, go for it. I figured it out, but go for it.
Okay. My opinions honestly changed a little bit since we've talked, because I think Joe has some good points about the intention of the show. I'm still not totally clear on what the message I'm supposed to take from it is, because I don't think Rock is a good person or becomes a good person, but I do think that he figures out who he wants to be, which just frankly is a criminal.
Well, it's.
I mean, yeah.
That's fair.
I'm not,
That's fair.
I can't argue with that.
That's fair. That's fair. He's free.
Yeah.
It's free. The whole thing is it's challenging the definition of a good person and a bad person.
Guys,
What?
y'all want to be free?
Yeah.
Y'all want to go be free? Dude, we should buy a ship.
I'm down. But
let's go. From
a real world perspective, he's a criminal, right?
Sure.
I mean,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
he's just doing what he wants to do, which is kind of like see the world burn, because he just has been betrayed by it over and over again. They're all damaged goods, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's fighting the system, man.
Yeah, and I can ride behind that. Like, I think that it just could have been executed better in some places, but some of the episodes slap. They really do,
for sure.
Outside of that, I agree with the animation. That was cool. I'd be interested to see what other shows have tried to make this approach as far as like not adding too many fantastical elements and make it kind of like throwing a crew together and like Gangsta comes to mind, but I don't know like what other shows have done this. And that might be why it's kind of a point of interest for some people, where it's kind of a genre of its own.
Right.
But I can't find a spot higher than a C on my list for it, looking at the other things that I have put down. So I'm putting it at a C. I don't think I'll continue on. But it's also a show where, like, if I were to meet a certain kind of person who, you know, hasn't seen a lot of anime and really likes the Mission Impossible films and like heist movies, this might be a recommendation I would give them. Where it's like, you know, check this one out.
It fits a niche.
Yeah,
it fits a niche.
If you meet a brand new anime lover that just fucking loves the Expendables movies,
yeah.
This is
Honestly,
the show for them.
The A-Team.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
A-Team, Expendables. No, like exactly. I would agree with that.
Yeah. And I think it's also a show where in modern day, this could just, I don't think it needed to be animated. Like this could have been a great live action show. And the fantastical elements of the fights are really where the animation shined. But similar to like Violet Evergarden, where I said like that would make a great HBO show. I don't know about this making an HBO show, but it would make like a great Netflix movie of a guy who's, you know, gets taken hostage and then decides, I'm going to join this pirate gang and commits a heist. Like that would be kind of neat. But yeah, that's where it's at on my list.
I find it funny that, and maybe this is just the difference in the way that Joe and I like talk about things, because I feel like over this podcast, Joe spoke more positively than negatively, and I spoke more negatively than positively, but I also rated it at a B. So I just think it's funny that like we both ended up at the same zone, but at like in a very different way.
Yeah, sure.
But that's kind of where it sits for me too, because it's just, I don't know. It's like I liked it. I think it is really good in certain aspects, and then there's just certain things about it that drag it down for me that I just don't really like. But it doesn't mean I hated it, because I think if like in my mind, if you've hit like a C, I must have just like not cared about this show at all.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like my thing, because if I bet you even if I looked at what's in my C's, that's like generally correct. Whereas like I watched it and I just went, yeah, okay, whatever. It was all right. But this show I don't think is like all right. I do think it's better than all right. I just don't. It's not like to hit an A. I had to have walked away from this like feeling a lot better about it. And the immediate feeling I had as I finished episode 12 was I feel conflicted. And if I'm feeling conflicted, it's not going to get an A. So I think B is a solid place to put it. And I do think that it has room with another season existing to either get worse or get better, for sure. Because they could screw it, or they could.
Did you listen to the teaser for the next episode at the end of the final episode?
I did not.
Do you want me to tell you what it said?
What did it say, Joe?
Literally, it had this. Did you watch it, Ethan?
No.
Okay, so I just always listen to that song because I liked that song. So I went all the way to the end, and the like tune in next time thing was like it said something. I'm gonna try to say the exact words. It said, "Vampires. We don't know." I know.
Oh,
I know.
no.
It said vampires. We don't know like what they're doing, but something to do with vampires or something like that. And then it had like these pictures of like these two like little girls like doing some badass shit and whatever, like flashy. So like
I hope
I
it's
don't
not.
know.
I hope it's like Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope
I don't
it's
know
not.
if
I'm
they're just
assuming,
like,
yeah, I'm assuming it's not fantastical vampires.
Right.
It's like
Someone's
they're gonna
like
say it's gonna be
taking
like
blood.
it's gonna or like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna be some like crazy bourgeois fucking
Yeah.
I
whatever.
hope so.
Like a gang.
I hope so.
What if you just start the second season and they're like monsters exist?
Dude,
Dracula.
I would be upset, not gonna lie.
Wasn't it? Didn't the second season have like a goofy ass name like the Second Barrage or some shit like that?
I think so.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
Which just again goes into the super edginess of it. And and honestly, I'm not mad at it. Like, we all know my favorite Zelda games are Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. Okay.
I just think it's crazy that like, because I'm the edgy guy. I'm the guy in this crew. Okay.
Sure.
But this is a different
that likes
kind of
the edgy
edgy.
things. But that's an intense edginess that I had trouble with. I was struggle bussing a little bit. I was like, damn, they really just pile it on sometimes. And I'm not going to get super mad at it, but holy shit, it's happening. Point being, I think I'm like Joe. I will not be returning to this like right now, but I feel like I would be interested enough to finish it at some point. I would like to watch something with I don't know, just a little bit brighter first.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. All right. Are we ready?
Draft.
Draft. Wait, who gets what? Ethan's choosing
Ethan
first?
gets well, yeah, okay. So let's just say right now Ethan's gonna get first pick because we're gonna operate off the
Because I'm the best.
the idea that he got second place in the trivia game last season. So he'll get first pick here.
Second
Moving
place was
forward-
also last place.
Well, we're not going to look into the details of that.
Ethan
but
gets to
going
choose
forward-
first
Yeah.
because he needs it.
Yeah. Because going forward with chicken bowls, the second place person in the chicken bowl will choose first. But we didn't have a chicken bowl, so we're going to operate off of that.
We're gonna do it.
We
We're
should
gonna go
also
off of that.
we should also say, maybe do this at the end, but we should mention that the trophy situation for that season is happening.
It
There
is
was-
happening.
Yeah.
There was a delay.
A slight delay.
Who knows? I mean, maybe
This time it got sent out, right?
it better have.
You texted me that like a week and a half ago.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no. It's
I
I heard from the dude. We got it from Etsy this time.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
weird.
It's
That
so-
makes me really uncomfortable. I like that. I like that a lot less than AliExpress.
okay. All right.
That's upsetting.
Okay. All right.
Etsy?
Round one of draft.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck did you? Guys
So I'm gonna
buy?
read 3 names, and I'm gonna leave 1 blank. Ethan's gonna pick first.
All right.
First character. That is a chemistry equation. Here we go. First character. I forgot
Oh
what
my
paper I
god,
used.
Joe! Did you
All right.
tear up your homework for this? This isn't as
No,
important as your life.
I tore up old homework. It's fine.
Oh my
right.
god!
All right. I'm gonna struggle with this name. Liarch? Liarch? The getaway driver. The getaway
Okay.
driver who's smoking pot in the car.
The Irishman.
Okay. The Irishman. Ligarch. I don't know. It's the Irish.
Bruh.
I'm not good.
Bruh. Okay, I'm
Like-
gonna. You keep going. I'm gonna search up the names
not-
just so I can help
Yeah.
you out.
Thank you. I'd
Okay.
appreciate that. I don't want to
Yeah.
make all the Irish people mad. All right. Second character. Mr. Chang.
Okay.
Third.
Okay.
Third character.
A solid gunman.
Solid gunman and mob boss. Third character.
And, yeah. Literal triad boss.
Third character. Roberta.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's an easy.
And we have
Easy
our
dub.
mystery.
Mystery.
And we have our mystery. Okay.
Okay.
Ethan.
Roberta me.
Yeah,
Damn.
of course.
That was an
Okay.
easy,
Of course.
easy,
Easy.
choice there.
Dude,
That is
all
easy.
like, can I just say, I'm so like, he chose Roberta, and all I can think is, I hope that Kat's just like, whoever can cook this thing the best.
Yeah.
And he just gets screwed. Just gets fucking screwed.
I hope it's something that's not a race.
True.
I feel like we've had a lot of like speed-based things.
It's true.
Anyway.
We need some like who can do this the most quality or something.
Yeah, some off the wall. All right. Jacob,
Huh?
go next.
I don't know. Yes.
No, he won the last season. He should go last.
Fair. I
True.
like that.
I should start.
Okay.
I should start off on a detriment. I should start off on a detriment.
The winner should.
Y'all
yeah.
need the handicaps.
Okay, so I have
I'm
the
taking
getaway
it.
driver, Mr. Chang, or a mystery. I'm gonna take the mystery.
Joe has taken mystery number 1.
Okay. Jacob, who do you want?
So all I have left is
Mr. Chang,
the fucking druggie,
mm-hmm,
or Mr. Chang.
who hallucinates about Jimi Hendrix telling him to go fight the Klingons.
And seeing all the Playboy models.
And seeing all the play, which, by the way, every time he talked about his hallucinations, I died.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fucking
It's pretty good.
Jimi Hendrix told me to go fight the Klingons. We gotta go now. I'm like,
And
dude.
I think he just screamed Captain Picard as he drove
Yeah.
away.
I was
Yeah,
like, this is
fucking
amazing.
Incredible stuff. Trying to think. Damn, bro.
He was a really good driver.
I know. I'm thinking about it. What's his name again? I'll choose him.
Fucking Leigarch? Like
Just spell it.
Leighharch.
Yeah, like Legarch or Legarch.
I have
something like that.
no idea.
Or Legarch or something.
That's possible.
That
That's
sounds right.
possible.
Legarch.
All right.
Because he's, you know.
Round 2. Character 1. Garcia Lovelace.
Oh. The child? Fuck.
The child.
The child.
The child.
I really want the child. That's what I want.
Uh-huh.
Don't take that from me, Ethan. I really want the child.
I don't think that'll be a
Fuck.
problem.
Yeah,
Character
fuck.
2. Balalaika.
That's the Russian.
The Russian boss. The
Okay,
little
the
lady
Russian
with the
mob
eye
boss.
scar.
Yep.
She's so cool.
Listen, face scars make everybody 10 times cooler.
Add her to my top 10.
All right. Number 3. Chief WhatsApp. He is the leader of the police that comes in
Oh, that's right.
at that moment.
The
in
crooked
episode
police.
7, when Revy is having her confrontation with
Yeah,
Rock.
it's just like why you guys gotta cause a commotion?
They're like, come on, man, we gotta do paperwork now.
I gotta do paperwork now. I gotta take you in.
I love how in that moment, like, the cops show up and they're like, freeze! And Revy's first reaction is, mind your own fucking business. It's just like, I was like, great. She doesn't give a shit.
Incredible.
And then we have our mystery.
Mystery.
I'll take the mob boss.
Balalaika.
You get all the cool characters.
Ethan is setting himself up for a team of badass ladies so far.
I'm just upset.
Okay. Me. I'm gonna take the mystery again.
Wow, okay. Is Joe going for the full mystery run?
Well, I wasn't intending to, but maybe we'll see.
He's going for the big gambles.
Here you go. Who you taking? You got Garcia Lovelace or Chief? What's up?
What's
I
that?
think I'm
This
saying that right.
sucks.
I think
This
I'm saying that right.
This fucking sucks, dude.
Come on. I gotta go to work.
I'm not choosing the kid. The kid can't do shit.
He's got a lot of money, though. He's got access to a lot of money.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
That's fair.
We don't know that.
They are kind of a disgraced family, aren't they?
How did they spell his chief? What?
WATSUP. Taking the chief?
I don't want to.
Okay.
But I see how this is going. I see how this season's starting.
Dumping
I see what you guys are fucking doing to me.
On you.
Last round. First name? Dutch.
The man.
Second name? Rock.
The other man.
Third name? Revy. Shit.
There she is. Wow.
Shit. And
Well, I guess
mystery.
Ethan's getting his A team, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking tight.
You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me
Just
what you
say
want.
it. Just say it, Ethan.
Yeah.
Just say
I'm
it.
taking Revy, man.
He's taking the fucking trio.
Look
Damn.
at that.
Taking the literal trio that they described as the 3 most terrifying women on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. That's true. They did say that, didn't they?
They literally said that.
Yeah. When they're in that like
When they're
shipping
fighting.
yard.
I got
Yeah.
no excuses if I lose this now.
Okay.
Well, Joe, are you going
unless
for
it's a
mystery
competition
number
on like
3?
human connection or something like that.
Yeah. Charisma.
No.
You-
I'm
Oh, you're
gonna
not-
be
you're
mad
not
if
doing it?
I'm gonna take Dutch.
wow.
I need Dutch. I'm not gonna lie.
Not a true gambling man.
I gamble enough. I'm fine. So you got rock or mystery?
I'm gonna take Rock.
Okay.
I feel like he could have uses. Okay.
He was a good sweet talker,
Exactly.
or at least like he knew his head around.
he knows
stuff.
certain things. Yeah.
Okay, so let's reveal
Okay.
the mysteries.
Mystery number 1 for Joe.
Bao, the bartender.
Hell yeah. Love that. Love that.
Okay. All right. My second mystery, Shenhua. Oh, the
girl.
the girl at the end of the series with the knives and the like.
Yep.
What's that? It's like a kunai on chain or something like that. Whatever it's called.
I think she had her whole ass sword on the chain. That was the
did she?
crazy part. Yeah.
It was
the
just a
sword she was
sword?
using.
Okay.
Yeah, that sword she was using, it was just on a chain and she started
Yeah.
throwing it around and in
All
that
right.
one scene, it's a quick scene, but she beheaded all 3 of those people. You don't see it for very long.
Yeah. And then the
But that was
last
a lot.
mystery that nobody chose was Ada.
Ada was who?
Ada was
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I genuinely can't remember. Was that the
remember
Ada
that
was
name.
she was the nun that was the
the nun
security
who
guard.
was helping out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second
She
is
was the
yeah.
security guard nun with the sunglasses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I made the
Yeah,
character
yeah.
list. I knew.
Yeah,
I knew.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he knew.
All right, boys.
Okay, so
Um,
team recap.
Well,
Ethan, roll call on your team.
Team Doomsday.
Wow.
I got all of them. I got them all.
yep.
Ravi.
He caught them all.
Roberta, and I don't remember the Russian lady's name, but you know her.
Balalaika.
Balalaika.
Balalaika. We all like her.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, we're gonna transition away from that.
Wow.
We got Team Joe over here. I got Bao the bartender.
Bruh.
I got Shenhua.
Bruh.
Shenhua.
Shenhua?
Shenhua.
Shenhua? There you go.
Shenhua. And
I believe
Dutch.
in you.
And Dutch.
That's an easy one.
Bada bing. Jacob, your team.
I got team. I went last, and I got Legurk, Chief What's Up or What's Up,
What's up?
fucking Chief Ketchup, fucking, and then I got Rock, which is my rock on this team.
I got
Alright. And with that, we'll see you guys in the Chicken Bowl. So, if you want to keep up with the Devilfruit Gang and all of our going abouts, head on over to Instagram. Give us a follow over at Devilfruit Core. That is CORP. And we are also brand new to TikTok. We got some fun stuff up on there if you want to go follow us over there. And if that's too much, just head on over to the Devilfruit Podcast website. That's www.devilfruitpodcast.com. And you can find links to everything there. Links to our social media, links to other places to listen to the podcast. You can find our chart of all of our past rankings of animes that we've watched. You can find a link to send us an email directly to us. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you think of the show. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you have your own suggestion for a top 5 anime-related topic list that you want one of the hosts to conquer? Whatever the message, we'd love to hear from you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
See ya.